Hi, year 11s and 12s. We're looking at the last video here, which is a little bit more information about the Calcin cycle. So in this video, we're going to talk about why it's called the Calcin cycle and the experiments that were done to prove the Calcin cycle. So let's begin. So we refer to the light-independent reactions as the Calcin cycle because of a scientist named Calvin who mapped out the complete conversion of carbon with a plant during photosynthesis in something called the lollipop experiment. So the lollipop experiment, in the lollipop experiment, radioactive carbon-14 was added to a lollipop apparatus, and I'll link another video on doing science right to help explain this a little bit. So they added the radioactive carbon-14 to a lollipop apparatus which contained green algae, which was cholera. So they then shot a light onto the apparatus, which induced photosynthesis, which made all the carbon-14 be taken up into the organic compounds. And after a different amount of time, the algae was killed by running in a solution of heated alcohol, which stopped all the cell metabolism from happening. Those dead algal samples were then analysed using 2D chromatography, which separated out the different carbon compounds, and any radioactive carbon compounds on the chromatogram were identified using X-ray film exposure. By comparing the different periods of light exposure, the order of which carbon compounds are generated was determined, and Calvin used that information to propose a sequence of events known as the Calcin cycle, which was the light-independent reactions we talked about in the last video.